everyone, Aparna here. So excited. I finished one more sketchbook which I promised I'm going to show here. I wasn't really intending to do it, but I thought why not, since I did mention in one of my previous videos that I'm going to do it. So here it is. I did my last sketching today, and this is a Canson XL mixed media sketchbook. Size is 7 into 10 inches, and I started this sketchbook in November 2022 and I ended today July 2026. So took a long time to complete this, but as I was going through the sketchbook, I realized that 2022 I barely did anything. I started this with my favorite topic, tiger eye, and I believe I wanted to keep this sketchbook entirely for tiger and tiger related practices. Clearly that did not happen, and I kept practicing the tiger eyes and I really enjoyed. That's all I remember. And that was the time when I wanted to start learning sketching. I wanted to get more into graphite and charcoal. This is a mixture of color pencil, maybe. No, it's coming out, so I think it is pastels. Can't exactly remember. Can be pastel pencils also, with graphite and carbon pencils and maybe charcoal. So I was experimenting here. I started, or what I call as experimenting, because these are things I've never done before. And this one was a tree. I started gravitating towards drawing trees with graphite around that time, and I started going a bit more into details. This paper, oh, so this is the last work I did in 2022, I think, because from here I started my second 100 days drawing challenge, and this I started on 4th of January 2023, and yes, 2023, and finishing it in 2026. So I actually took 3 years, I would say. I continued working more in the last 3 years. That's a long time, right? I think I've been extremely slow. Well, it is what it is, and there is no such thing that when you start a sketchbook you need to finish it immediately, right? So as you can see, I again started with tiger eyes, but I think this is from day 9. I did the first 8 challenges in another sketchbook that was actually done in watercolor, but I think I quickly gravitated to doing this because it was very difficult to do one big painting every day. So what I did was I just divided the paper into 4 parts and I drew one part each every day, and I had a fantastic time. And as you can see, most of the works, 90% of the works, are not finished. These are experiments and drawings that I was doing. I was trying to get into the habit of sketching regularly, and I should have shown you like this, right? Yeah. So let me show you again. I think this looks way better, a bit more presentable. Yeah, this format is better. So like I said, I wanted to start drawing and sketching, and because it was difficult for me to do sketching as I was not used to it, I started drawing things in a complete form, like complete images, complete drawings, not just sketching. So I started days when I didn't really feel like doing it, or before 12 in the night. I used to do something like this, a quick value study, or just a gradient kind of a stuff. I used various kinds of graphites. I mostly did end up using graphites and charcoals for this challenge, but I had a fantastic time. As you can see, that's an eagle. Does that look like an eagle? No, it doesn't, but I did it anyway, and I think I did not like the previous one, so I started practicing again. And I think I started drawing different subjects weekly. One entire week was about patterns, one entire week was patterns on a circle, and I basically started enjoying my drawing. By the time I came to around 50 days into my drawing, and I started getting into themes and concepts, things like that, and I was really enjoying. I remember we traveled somewhere, and I carried this sketchbook with me, and I used to come back to the hotel, and I used to quickly scribble down. I think these are the ones that I did in hotel, and because it was a challenge, right? I was pretty good at that time in handling challenges and actually doing them every day, so I just kept doing it. Started with flowers, and then I kept making flowers. So basically, wow, I ended 100 out of 100 days with flowers. Looks weird, but I really enjoyed it, and I might have given myself some time in between and made some tiger eye, my favorite. I really miss doing tiger eyes. I'm going to start all over again. And these are the next few paintings are, oh, this is my absolute favorite work done with charcoal. And this paper has been a versatile paper, in my opinion. Takes every medium pretty beautifully. Maybe not watercolor, but still it gets the work done. It has a kind of grit to it, so the pencils and graphite that I use on it is never really very smooth, but the effect is pretty nice. This is probably my worst charcoal work, but it is what it is. I really love it because I really enjoyed making it. And yeah, this is how I started with my sketchbook. I believe this should be the one. This is the sketchbook that inspired me to start sketching and start using up different sketchbooks that I have. I finished another one while working on this one, and I finished that other sketchbook because I started this one, and somehow I've been moving around between sketchbooks. Something I was trying with watercolors. This paper is not very good with watercolor. However, as you can see, I was learning brush strokes, brush marks, pressure on the brush, how much pressure to apply, and all that. And for that, this is really good. Wasn't bad at all. Really loved the effect of watercolor and pen. And here I again started drawing things that are lying around the house, and I believe after this there has been some gap. And yes, just exactly as I thought, this was the recent 100 days challenge that I did for myself. This is the third one, and I finished this on 10th of June, and this time I used not here, but I actually used both sides of the paper, and I had such a fantastic time. These are all done, majority of them are all being done with this pen. This is a preppy, platinum preppy pen. I did use graphite, little bit of acrylic Posca markers, but rest everything has been done with ink pens and barely any pencils. Had a fantastic time. I cannot tell you how much I enjoyed drawing and sketching. Oh, I didn't realize that you cannot see the whole thing, so let me see if I can reduce it a bit. Hopefully you guys can see everything right now. I will not redo the entire thing, but I think you get the point. Lot of sketching, lot of weird stuff happening, things that don't make sense, things that make lot of sense, finished works, unfinished works. And here I am, day 100. Then I started drawing because I was left with few pages here, so I have started with my drawing of horses. I am terrible at them so far, so I need to get better. I need to make my horses look like horses. Right now they look more alien, so that's okay, that's all right. I'm not giving up. I really loved this one. I just have to keep practicing and see, a little bit like a horse, right? Not much of an alien, but yeah, I need practice. I have another sketchbook of the similar size, and I'm planning to do all horses in that. So let's see how that goes. And this is just me practicing here. And guess what? I practiced weird stuff, as you can see, exactly what a sketchbook is supposed to be doing. I was doing this one before. I thought, let me go ahead and make the video. I might finish this, I might not finish this. And I was doing some hatching. I just have one page really, maybe I'll just scribble it around and I finish it off. And this is it, the last page. I was just testing out some watercolors in here, and they look pretty good when I made the swatches, but they were not very nice when I was putting them on the paper. However, it gets the work done, so it may not give you the effect of a good watercolor paper, but it gets the work done, and I was more than happy about that. So I had a fantastic time, so happy. I'm down with one more sketchbook. I'm going to pick up another one. I'm going to see which one I have used, and I'm going to finish whichever one I have used. I have a similar one as I was telling, but I think I did only one page in that, so I have some time. I'm going to grab hold of other sketchbooks that are half done or done more than like 10-15 pages, and I'm going to finish them. I love this page, and the more I see this, the more I feel like doing my tiger eyes all over again. I miss this. I miss making my tiger eyes, so I'm going to do that. I am going to do that, and I'm going to have a fantastic time. I know it, and I hope you guys get to do the same thing. Just check your drawers, check how many sketchbooks you have, and pull up the ones that you have finished. Not exactly finished, of course, I mean half finished, or you have done more than 10 or 15 pages. Just grab those sketchbooks and start using them with different mediums and see how it works. Sometimes we just stop using a sketchbook because some things don't look very good on them. It may be the issue with the medium that you're using, so you can try a different medium, and maybe you're gonna like it, right? Maybe you will love how the new medium feels on that paper, and you might just end up finishing your sketchbook, and I'm sure it's going to make you feel absolutely wonderful. So give it a go, give it a try, make weird stuffs like this. These are all practice and not for hanging up on the wall, and this wasn't really meant to come out either, but then I thought, a sketchbook has always been a playground for me, except for my initial days, and this is how I love to use my sketchbooks now. I like to make finished works like this, and I love to create weird stuff like this. I don't even know how to make these things yet, but yep, here I am trying my best to do whatever I can and have some fun. I've been trying to sketch people, and but they do look a little bit like people, don't they? Alien people, but yeah, people, sketching people. So yeah, I use my sketchbooks like this nowadays, and I am thoroughly enjoying the entire process. And I am definitely looking forward to using up my other sketchbooks. This one, I haven't forgotten, this one is actually graphite pencil. No, it's called water soluble graphite pencil, and I didn't know how to make mountains at that time. And look at the veins, they look like spider webs. But anyway, I tried and I really liked it, but somehow I think I did not really end up using it. Did I use anywhere else? No, I don't think. I believe this is also the same pencil, but here I tried to use it with the water. This one I did not use it with water. Anyway, sketchbooks are meant for exploring and having fun, experimenting. So please do check your drawers, check your mediums that you love to play around with, mediums that you have forgotten you have with you, and go ahead and have fun. Just don't think about the outcome, just learn to breathe and just enjoy the process, enjoy the act of sitting down, and just enjoy whatever happens on the paper. Just let it go. Just see what makes things work again. Maybe you stopped using a sketchbook not because you had an issue, but you might actually like to come back to it with a different medium, or just would love to come back to it just like that, right? There doesn't have to be any reason to, you know, no particular reason to start all over again, except for looking for joy and using up your art supplies that you actually paid to use them. So have fun, learn to enjoy, learn to use up all your art supplies, mix and match and see what works. You just never know, not unless and until you actually start working on them, right? All over again. So pick up your old sketchbooks and who knows, go back and see what you have been doing so far, and start sketching now, and you might just see an amazing thing happening in there, right? You might just see that you have improved. You might just notice that you have understood a certain concept better. Maybe now you understand the paper better or the medium better, so now you know how to make it work for you. Or it can just be a playground for you for starting all over again and letting go of your old feelings and embracing the new you, embracing the possibilities, the beautiful possibilities that are looking forward in life. Was that a correct sentence? I don't know, but I think you get my point. The point is to have fun. The point is to use up your sketchbooks. The point is for you to explore again, all over again. If you had stopped at some point, grab your new art supplies, old art supplies, mediums that you haven't used for a long time, or mediums that you thought, the mediums you have given up on, which you gave up long time ago. Give them a try again. See how it works. Who knows? Maybe today you fall in love with them all over again, right? And I think that's all for today. I am having a fantastic time, feeling proud of myself for using up my sketchbook, something I started in 2022 and finally I ended up using in 2026. I do hope that we don't take such long times. However, it's a joy. I finished it and I can't stop staring at this one because I really love this particular work. And I made a rhino as well. Look at that. This is all graphite. So I have used graphite, carbon sketch pencils, pastels, but pastel pencils, watercolor, ink pen. What all medium do we have? Okay, apart from acrylic, I think I did everything. Yes, I did a little bit, tiny bit of acrylic work. That is, I used acrylic marker pens. These the Posca ones. So I used acrylics as well. Used all mediums in one sketchbook, and I do not regret it. I had a fantastic time, except for watercolor. Even watercolor, it wasn't really that bad. Just that because I use good quality watercolor, so I kind of understand how this one was feeling. So I actually sort of stopped using watercolor, but I continued with the drawing part. I just changed the medium to see what is the next medium that works for me with the sketchbook that I have. And I had a fantastic time. I hope I have been able to inspire you to grab your own art supplies and for you to use up your old sketchbooks. If you like this video, then please do like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, stay happy and stay creative. Bye bye.